Hello everybody. Welcome to day 4 of my nightmare. You may be wondering where I've been lately. I'll tell you exactly where I've been. Laying in bed, feeling like I have the flu, but not because I'm sick. I'm actually not sick, not that I know of, not any sicker than usual. It's because I have done something I did not think I had the willpower to do, and I am on day 4 with 0 soda. For some people that would not be a very big deal, but I, for the past 22, 23 years or so, when I was a kid, I was never allowed to have soda. We didn't drink a lot of soda. We were very health conscious in that way. Juice, water, milk, things like that. And then when I got, old enough to have my driver's license, to buy the drinks I wanted to buy, I went soda crazy. And since that time, for all these years, I have been drinking, I would say in cans worth, probably 6 to 12 cans of soda per day. That's a lot of soda, especially when I would be on tour. I used to be in a band, we'd go on tour, we'd have that whole cooler full of drinks. There's nothing to do but drink soda all day long, or even now when I travel, sometimes it's soda. So, for 4 days now, I have been kicking the habit. I'm not going to say that I'll never drink soda again, but I am trying to see how long I can go to detox and cleanse the body. My friend Tyler taught me about these little flavor water things. You can add a little flavor to water, and there's no sugar in them, but some of them have caffeine. So I was like, you know what? As long as I don't have caffeine withdrawals, it should be pretty easy to quit soda. What I didn't know is how horribly addictive sugar itself is. Apparently, sugar can be as bad as crazy hardcore drugs if you're addicted enough to them to withdraw from and detox from and get out of your system. So I very ignorantly was like, no problem, I've got this caffeine stuff in the water will be better for you. So I'm sure that adding anything to water is not as good for you as just plain water, but I mean, it's better than drinking 260 calories worth of soda at a go, or however many sugar cubes are in that can of soda. So anyway, I quit the soda, and day 1 I had 1 soda in the morning, and I was just to feel normal, and I was like, let's go for this. And by the end of day 1, I was like, man, I feel kind of sluggish, but I'm sure that that's normal. But tomorrow I'm gonna feel great. Day 2, I felt like I had the flu all day. I mean, craving soda. That's part of it, but I mean literally weak. I was trying to pick up the trash, to take out the trash. I couldn't lift it. I was super angry at everything everybody said. I'd be like, what? Oh, here's a perfectly reasonable answer to your perfectly reasonable question. Why are you bothering me? Just really, I'm really, really irritated. And then I'd go to being really sad. I don't feel good. I feel tired. Help me. And then I'd feel normal for a little while, I'm doing pretty good, man, this water thing's easy. Dude, day 3 I felt the same way. Day 4 today, for the first day, I still feel tired. I feel weird. Dude, I've been having night sweats, and just really, what a horrible experience. But today's the first day I feel more or less normal. I feel like me with a slight cold, just kind of a little less energy. But the energy's finally starting to come back a little bit, and I'm back alive. Pretty crazy. I would never tell anybody else ever how to live. Personally, me, I try to live with everything in moderation. I've quit plenty of horrible bad habits before, but this is the hardest one, especially those first 3 days. You ever heard of the 3-day hump? People always talk about getting over the 3-day hump. If you can get over 3 days without doing something bad, you can usually keep going from there. I hope that's the case with this. Maybe it's a 4-day hump, and hopefully I'll feel even better and better and better. Like I said, I'm not gonna quit soda forever. Soda, like candy, is a nice thing to have, as a sometimes thing, and I've spent 20 years convincing myself that I'm gonna wean myself off. I'm always cutting back, because people are like, why are you quitting cold turkey? That's horrible, you're gonna feel terrible for weeks. Because I don't have the willpower, clearly, to say, yeah, but I cut back. I always say, I'm cutting back on sodas. I wouldn't keep them in the house, so I'd have to go get them. And trust me, something I wouldn't even think about it. I just automatically go and get the soda, and it's just too much. As much as I love Mountain Dew, I was looking to see if there was an empty bottle of it in here or something. As much as I love sugary, bubbly soda, I have this weird feeling in my body that it's like, no, right now you need to stop. You gotta listen to your body, I think, right? I don't want to get superstitious or too universe about it, but sometimes if you have those weird feelings, I find that following your gut instinct is usually a good idea. So a combination of that and other things, I'm like, you gotta, at some point, I've got to cold turkey off the soda so that I can have soda as a sometimes thing and not all the time, right? Then there's other people I know who are like, who cares, man? Soda's not that bad for you. Just keep drinking soda. Listen, at the levels that I'm drinking soda, that's got to be bad for you. Because most days, I would say, I always tell people, I drink plenty of water. But really thinking about it, most days, all I drink is soda and not any water sometimes. Just water like at bed, like a little bit of water. The end. That's it. Soda all the rest of the day. Imagine if I wasn't eating any normal food and all I was eating was candy. Oh yeah, I had a piece of chicken, some broccoli, and the entire rest of the day I ate 16 bags of candy. Everyone would say, you're gonna die. But for some reason when it comes to soda, we don't think that way. We're like, yeah, it's normal, it's a drink, you know, especially we grew up on soda, a lot of us. Soda seems so normal. And let me tell you what I'm having the hardest time with. I'm missing the bubbles. But I know me, and if I buy any bubbly drinks, I'm just gonna cave. I know me really well. I'm a caver when it comes to stuff like this. I'm a caver for flavor. And if I get some seltzer water or any kind of bubbles, I'm gonna go, you know what, this needs a little sugar in it. So I'm using the flavor things, which is a little bit cheating. It's a little bit like a little bit of a crutch. It's like people who vape with no nicotine to get away from smoking. You know, I'm sure it's not good for you, but at least it kind of helps you break the habit. Have a little caffeine. I'll worry about the caffeine next. And yeah, I've quit caffeine before plenty of times, and for some reason that never seemed too bad other than headaches. But you know, you could take some ibuprofen or whatever. So I'm cheating with this a little bit for now. There's no sugar in it. There's got to be some kind of sweetness. It's, you know, it's funny. Day one, this stuff tasted so bitter to me. I was like, it doesn't taste like Tang or Country Time lemonade or anything. It tastes like nothing. It tastes like bitter, sour fruit. Ugh. But by day 4 now, this tastes really sweet to me. Like, delicious fruit punch flavored water. Weird. So already, I'm getting used to not pouring sugar into my mouth all day long. So that's a pretty good thing. That's a pretty good thing. The other reason why I haven't filmed a video in these past days, or mostly, I filmed the first day. The last video you saw was the first day of the not having soda all day thing. And that was the day that I felt fine. I was like, because I had one in the morning, see? So I had a little fix in the morning. The other reason I didn't film this time, other than feeling just weak, lethargic, no energy, is because I was so grumpy. Today's the first day that I'm not grumpy. Just totally, well, going through waves of just being, get away, I did soda. Everything everyone said annoyed me, and I was grumpy. And part of what I do when I film things, and part of the whole thing about my show, is looking at the positive side of life. When I started doing videos, I noticed that almost every video at the time that I came across, I'm not saying that they were all like this, but most of the videos and stuff I would come across on the internet and things that were free to watch and stuff like that, even most stuff on TV was very snarky, cynical sense of humor. Everything sucks, you know, that whole kind of forum fanboy mentality of like, even people who would like things, say like Disneyland or Knott's Berry Farm, they would go there and just kind of like, this really sucks the way they changed it. It used to be better before. And my whole idea was like, why can't there just be a show where someone goes to see things and they have fun with it? And, you know, they not make fun of it, have fun with it. And there is a difference. Sometimes you can point out silly things or make dad jokes about things and be ridiculous with something without making fun of it, but you can have fun with it, you know? And I was like, there's a big difference there. I really like to see stuff like that. And eventually, you know, with my friend Adam goading me, mostly him, I was like, well, I guess I'll just make the type of thing that I want to see myself. So when I'm going through nasty, horrible, weird mood swings and irritability, according to the internet, that's one of the symptoms of sugar withdrawal is irritability. When I'm going through the irritability, it is very difficult to look at the bright side, the positive side of life, and I don't want to make a show. Two things. Number one, I hate faking it. I don't want to fake it. I don't want to go somewhere and be in a bad mood, and I don't like that. I don't want to do some kind of insincere thing because it'll make money or people will like it or something like that. Sincerity is a very big part of my goal as a person, to be sincere and to be honest, and I don't want to go places and be in a bad mood and just do it because, oh, I gotta do my job, just put on a smiley face, oh, isn't this great, and then I turn off the camera and say, oh, this really sucks, I hate this, you know. I don't want to be like that. So that's one reason. The other reason, obviously, is with the irritability. I don't want to make a show where I am saying, you know, an installment, a video where I'm saying, well, this is poopy. Look at this place, it's poopy. Ugh, there's a parking lot, it's all gravelly and grainy. And see, I have no problem, by the way, just as a side note, I have no problem with snark necessarily, or sarcasm, or satire, or people making, you know, criticizing things, or expressing their opinions about stuff like that. And I don't think that everyone should be like me or anything like that. I just thought that for me personally, when I started, that there was this sort of bubble of opportunity. That's the kind of person I would really like to be. I really love people when I meet people who, you ever meet people who, I mean, maybe you're just hanging out with them for the first time or something, and you hear them saying to other people, wow, I really love the way that you put your outfit together, or, you know, wow, I really love the way that, you know, that you handed me this food. I don't know, like really positive people who are really nice, and they really look for the good in others, and they look for the good in places. It's, I always thought, man, I would really like to be like that. I always felt like deep down that I could be that kind of person, but I don't know if it was my punk rock attitude, or the people that were around me in my life, or just my own ignorance. I don't know. I always looked for the bad thing. If I went somewhere, I'd be like, did you know there was a crime that happened here once? Did you know there were atrocities here? And I would never look at the like, well, this place is really beautiful, or, you know, like, what about the good things that happen here? So that's the type of person that I try to be. I think there's a legitimate place for every other type of humor and all that kind of stuff, but me personally, that's sort of my thing, my quest for positivity, my outlook on life, and that I want to have, you know. So part of that is that when I'm in a bad mood and I'm experiencing the irritability, I don't want to, it's not that I don't have it. It's not that I don't get cynical or upset or jaded or mad. It's, I don't want to put that out in the world. That's just not what I want to give to the world, you know, or to the 5 friends that I have like you who are here with me. So I guess today isn't really an adventure. Today is more me getting out of the house for the first time pretty much in days, other than having to do essential errands and go run some other not as essential errands, because I've got to get on an airplane really soon for some further adventures. I have a friend who's in New York, and I'm going to be going to New York City to meet up with this friend because of finding out what they were doing there. I was like, please let me tag along. Please let me tag along, and I've been invited to tag along. So hopefully we're going to get to do and see some really cool stuff next week. And that was part of why this week I was like, all right, there's bad weather, wind, rain, very difficult to go film outside, the wind blowing in the camera and everything. Don't want to put a giant microphone on the camera, all that kind of stuff. This is my one chance where I'm not busy, because that's the other excuse I gave myself with the whole soda thing. I always said, well, you know, I gotta go film tomorrow, I gotta go do this tomorrow, and I'm going to this place, and I don't want to feel bad, I want to have energy and be excited, and I don't want to mess up with any of my routines, you know, and get grumpy. So I'd always make an excuse. But when you're filming or editing or meeting people or doing stuff like this every day, you can use that excuse forever. So I had to say, I've got to try this, and I may fail. Hopefully I don't fail. Hopefully tomorrow I don't go, you know what, I really need a Mountain Dew. I may fail, but at least I'm going to try. I'm not really one of those people that goes on 30-day crash diets and cleanses. I'm not that kind of person. I'm very weak-willed, and I'm not an extremist in any sense of the word with anything in my life. I'm a very moderate person. I believe in listening to all sides of things, and for me personally, I don't feel like I'm smart enough to form opinions about a lot of stuff. So I've never been like one of those crazy health people or a bad habit defender either, you know, but I decided this is my chance to try to kick the habit. At least I'm hoping, and this is why I'm putting it out there in the world, right? Because it helps me to hold myself accountable. Hoping to go the entire month. I started the last day of February. I'm hoping to go through the entire month of March without drinking any soda, no bubbly soda, no sugary drinks. Maybe fruit juice towards the end of the month if I feel like that's okay. You know, like without added sugar, that kind of thing. But I'm even sticking clear of that right now. I'm trying to just do the flavored waters at first for the caffeine stuff. I think someone told me that it's the caffeine pills, like little ones, like tiny amounts of caffeine you can take, and just wean myself off onto regular water and try to see what that feels like. And hopefully get to the end of the month and go, I feel great, I feel 10 times better. Or maybe I'll get to the end of the month and I'll go, this is boring, I want some Mountain Dew. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm just putting this out there. I don't even really know why. I don't usually do a vlog like this. So I guess this isn't really a normal, you know, episode of Random Land Adventures. This isn't the show that I normally put on, but I just wanted to let everybody know that I wasn't dead. I'm just not drinking any soda, and I feel like I'm half dead for some reason. And you know what's funny? The craziest part of this is, if I had had any of my friends stop drinking soda last week and complain as much as I've complained in the last 3 or 4 days, I would have been like, stop whining. Really? You didn't have any sugar and now you're all grumpy and you're freaking out and you say you feel like you have the flu? Yeah, right. But I guess 22 years of sugar constantly being pumped into your body, suddenly taken away, can have a really dramatic effect on the way you feel. So I'm as surprised as anybody. I feel like death. Feeling better now a little bit. A little more positive. Anyway, so this isn't the normal installment. This is more of a sometimes vlog, yeah! It's a vlog that happens sometimes. See, I ran out of batteries. I don't have my normal, usual energy. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. Soon I will be on a plane to New York City. I'll just be there for a few days, and it's mostly just to put my toe in. A friend of mine is doing some really cool stuff there that I'm hoping to piggyback on and get to see stuff and show stuff that's really cool and I would never have a chance to do otherwise. But also, I was hoping to go to New York later this summer or fall and to be in New England, because there's actually a few states I haven't been to, up Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and that's it actually. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Montana, North and South Dakota, and Alaska are the only states that I've never been in. I've been in all the other states of the United States. But this year I'm hoping to rectify at least the New England portion of that. There's much stuff I want to do around there. I want to go back to New York City. And so having the opportunity to go for a few days and kind of scout out stuff and look around at stuff that I want to come back to and get used to New York again should be pretty fun. I haven't been to New York for, I don't know, I think about 10 years. I was in New York in 2010 for a second, like on Long Island and looking at the city. I was in New York in 2012. I landed at JFK, dropped something off, and literally got back on another plane and flew back to LA. So I don't know if that really counts. So the last time I was in the city, walking around, looking at it, was playing shows there in 2006 or 7, a long time ago. So I'm actually really excited to go back to New York City as a tourist. Every time I go there, I feel like I feel like anywhere else I go in the country, I feel fine. Even the other big cities, I feel like, yeah, I'm fine. You know, I'm from the greater Los Angeles metropolitan area. I'm used to big cities. But dude, when I go to New York City, I always feel like this little country mouse. Like, oh, it's a large city. There's a lot of human beings around here, and they're all bumping into each other. It's like somebody kicked over an anthill. They're running everywhere. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, you know. Like, I feel, whoa. So I'm pretty excited to go back and see if I still have that feeling or not, you know. I haven't looked at New York in a long, long time. So I'm pretty excited. That's about it. Then I gotta come back and do my taxes. When you're self-employed, that's a bummer. Because you gotta print out, I gotta stack this big of papers with every credit, debit card transaction I've ever made And I gotta go through all that and figure out, well, like, what's a write-off, what's not a write-off, how much do I owe, do I not owe? No good. But I'll worry about that later, because there's no sense worrying about that today. Anyway, I'm off on another exciting adventure. First, I have to run some errands. I gotta go into Fry's Electronics, the world's most outdated electronics store that's still in business for some reason, and grab a few things that they happen to have in stock here that I need. And I love Fry's. It's so cool. They're all themed different and stuff like that. One day I want to go to a bunch of Fry's all on the same day and look at all the different ways they're themed. But it is funny how some, at least in, I don't know about how they are in other places, Fry's may be just perfectly normal, but the one here in Orange County or in Anaheim or Fullerton, wherever the heck this is, Anaheim, is so like, we were here a few months ago and they were taking down a giant foam cell phone, but the giant foam cell phone over the cell phone section, actually it might have been wood, was like a very 90s open-y flip, like a giant phone, you know, like an old-fashioned phone, and there was a CD-ROM section. Like it was just very like, wow, they haven't changed this in decades, you know. It's pretty cool. I like it for the nostalgia aspect, but I'm always surprised, like, wow, you didn't need to change this? That's awesome. So anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't usually do this. I haven't done this in a long time. Do you like this? Do you like when we sit around and have a chat every once in a while? Sometimes vlog. See, normally I don't consider what I do to be vlogging. People use the word vlogging to describe too many things. I didn't have a problem with it. I'm not offended by it. But let's say there are people on YouTube, a lot of different people who film like a full-on TV show quality thing. And then there's people who sit in the car like this and just talk about what's going on or their feelings. I feel like using the word vlog to describe anything that just gets posted to YouTube as opposed to Netflix or a TV station or something like that is kind of I don't know. We got to figure out what that word means. Does it just mean a video online? Then why aren't we just calling them videos, you know? This is just thoughts in my own head. So this is more like what I always think of as a vlog. There are some people who call what they do a vlog and they're doing all this crazy stuff, but it's more like, man, that should be on TV. You ever see people like that and you think, dang, that's amazing. I could never make a video like that. That's not a vlog, that's a work of art. And then there's people who are sitting in their bedroom and they're talking about their feelings, and that's more of like this is more like a vlog. It's more like a personal thing. It's a blog, but it's on video and it's right there and we're talking about a subject or something like that. So I don't know. I feel like we need more words to describe different things on YouTube. I've noticed once the word vlog, people didn't know the word vlog. You'd say, oh yeah, I watched this vlogger. People, what, a blogger? No, a vlog. And now that we've gotten used to the word, everyone's a vlogger now. And they're all vlogs. And even, you know, 1-minute video's a vlog, and an hour-long documentary's a vlog. Everything's a vlog. So I try not to think of what I do as a vlog because I don't want to, you know, in my own head, I don't want that to be a cop-out like for quality or something like that. But this is definitely more of a vlog. So do you like it when we vlog? 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 I'm tired. Do you like this? It's weird. Weird. We're talking, we're just friends hanging out together in a car that's hot and we didn't leave the air conditioner on, and any second someone's gonna come break the window to save us because our parents left us locked in here. I need to drink this water. Oh, water with a little bit of flavoring in it. It looks like it's gonna taste like Kool-Aid, but it doesn't at all. Not nearly as sweet. Alright guys, I love you all. I guess I've got some things to do. And I'm really procrastinating because, again, the low energy level. I am procrastinating right now with you. You're helping me to procrastinate so that I don't go get the stuff that I need, so that I don't go pack my suitcase, so that I don't go on an adventure. And it's going to be time for adventure. Let me go do my duty so I can go home and sleep well and wake up and go home and sleep well and wake up and go on an airplane. Okay? Will you let me do that? Of course you will, because you're my friends. And I love you all. Goodbye. See, look at this. They took down their giant old-fashioned cell phone, but I just noticed in their appliance department they've got a really old-fashioned fridge up there. I feel like that fridge has been up there since the 80s, maybe the 90s. Look at that thing. Just the fridge I was looking for. And the CD-ROM sign is long gone, but look at this. They still have a giant CD up on the ceiling a giant audio CDs sign just to make sure you know these are audio CDs.
That's good, because we don't want to buy any video CDs by accident.
Also, check out that satellite dish, huh? Oh yeah, and the giant space shuttle in the back. Can you tell what theme this Fry's has? NASA!
Would you look at the size of that space shuttle?
It's gargantuan. Look, I can't even fit it all on the camera.
We got a mini space station here, a little space station set up full of weird speakers so you can test out speakers.
And a giant, full-size question mark? I don't know how big a real space shuttle is, but a giant mock-up of a space shuttle right back here.
I love this place. It's lost in time.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up my errands. I'm gonna get my supplies and then blast off for new adventures. See you real soon.